Hey, it's Carrie Flatla here for this week's Friday Fire at carrieflatla.com and Remax Real Estate Lethbridge. I wanted to pick up where I left off a couple weeks ago, talking about home inspections that make otherwise normal people very crazy. And the other part of real estate transacting that makes normal people crazy is mortgage financing. And I probably touch on this subject at least once or twice a year, in a very passionate way, because I've just seen so many hearts broken and so many people kind of lose their minds over mortgage financing. And it doesn't have to be that way. And I take pride in the fact that it's a very rare instance in my own business with my clients that it happens, because there's ways to prevent it. It's completely unnecessary. However, the collapse rate over financing is higher than it needs to be. So let's just dig into that and talk about some of the reasons that happens and how you as a home buyer can prevent this massive amount of stress when you are going through the process of shopping for and buying a home. So first of all, go look for a very, very reputable mortgage broker. And a good realtor can give you multiple names of great, proven mortgage brokers in your city. So Lethbridge, we've got a long list of really, really great mortgage brokers that can do a great job for you. But why is that important? So a few things a mortgage broker can do for you that you may or may not be able to get with a bank. A mortgage broker, first of all, has access to multiple lenders across the country, not just one lender or one product. And it's not just about the rate, it's about the type of mortgage, the terms and conditions of the mortgage. There's way more to a mortgage product than the interest rate, although the rate, of course, is very important to you as the home buyer in terms of saving money. The other thing with a mortgage broker is generally, because they generally work on commission, is a mortgage broker is almost like an independent business person. So they work within a mortgage company, but they earn based on the mortgages they're able to get for their clients. So it doesn't cost you, the home buyer, money to hire a mortgage broker, but the mortgage broker is motivated to get you a mortgage because that is how they earn a living, right? And so I have found with personal experience that a mortgage broker is going to be motivated to get the deal done by the deadline in the contract. So this is what a lot of home buyers do not understand, is when you write an offer to purchase with your realtor and you have a condition for financing, there is a deadline, like with all conditions, on the financing. Usually we'll try to get you 10 to 14 days to meet your financing condition. And this is the part that makes people go absolutely bonkers, is you've got a financing condition 2 weeks out from the day you get the offer accepted in writing between you and the seller. And so now you've got 2 weeks to meet your financing condition on that specific house that you want to buy. First of all, if you haven't already gotten pre-approved or pre-qualified with a mortgage broker, there's a whole ream, and I mean a stack of paperwork that has to be done and research that has to be done on your finances, on your debt, on your credit score, on your employment letters, all of these things that are conditional to getting a mortgage. So you better have started that process long before you started shopping for a house. But number two is, what if you don't meet your deadline? So your condition date is now here on a Friday afternoon and you don't have final approval for your mortgage. Now what? It's at the seller's discretion if they want to grant you an extension in writing. So this now becomes a negotiating chip. What if you can't get a hold of the person at the bank in Toronto who's responsible for approving the mortgage on a Friday afternoon? So if you have a mortgage broker, they're generally working to that deadline and they're very conscientious of that deadline and making sure that all of these things get done in advance of the deadline. And if they think that it's not doable, they're going to hopefully let you and your realtor know in advance of the deadline, you know, what your options are and should we ask for an extension and all of these things. But I'm telling you, finding out on Friday at 5 o'clock that your mortgage isn't approved and you need more time, or worse, you can't get the mortgage, it's horrible for everyone. It's horrible for you, for the seller, you know, your family, because you thought you were going to buy this house. So these are the things that make people crazy when they're buying a house. And it's so unnecessary to go through that kind of stress. So sit down with a mortgage professional long before you even go looking for houses and find out what you can get qualified for, because you could be dealing with the same bank for 20 years. It doesn't matter. Your debt to service ratios and all of these numbers and all of this criteria, the stress test now, that's very common. All of these things have to happen before a bank's going to give you the money to buy the house. So make sure that you do that homework. Talk to your realtor, find out what your options are, get in front of a really good mortgage professional. That is the first step. If you have any questions, you can call or text me 382-7335 or go to carrieflatlaw.com. Stay warm this weekend. Have a great day, and we'll see you for next Friday Fire. Bye-bye.